Currently, about 60% of the soybeans produced in the United States are exported to other countries. More customers are asking that those soybeans be grown sustainably. The USSEC's Abby Rinne discussed what the Council and the soybean industry is doing to meet that demand in a presentation for the recent Arkansas Soybean Sustainability Virtual Field Trip.
Within the last 10 to 15 years, discussion about sustainability and sustainable sourcing was starting in Europe. Since then, we have seen sustainability become a point of discussion in nearly every market around the world. It's becoming a sourcing requirement for many brands. We have paid close attention and tried to understand what the issues are and how the U.S. soy industry can help solve problems and meet requirements. While attempting to answer questions from supply chains, we recognize the need to formalize our responses. The tool that was developed is the U.S. Soy Sustainability Assurance Protocol, commonly called the SSAP. The SSAP catalogs the federal legal requirements farmers who participate in the U.S. Farm Program must meet, in addition to the state and local laws, as well as voluntary efforts made at the farm level. The SSAP looks at the U.S. soybean production in aggregate based on the level of participation in the U.S. Farm Program and the compliance rate from audits. So it's important to note that every farmer participating in the U.S. Farm Program provides certifications of compliance each year and are all subject to audit, and there are about 20,000 audits conducted annually. So based on U.S. soybean production, the farmer participation rate in the U.S. Farm Program, and the audit compliance rate, the amount of sustainable U.S. soy is calculated. And from that, there is the ability for exporters to provide certificates verifying the soy being purchased meets the SSAP. However, this is all just a moment in time. A very important aspect to SSAP, similar to U.S. agriculture, is the fact that we recognize sustainability is all about continuous improvement, and we must continue to find new ways to reduce our impact on the environment and at the same time remain economically viable and positively contributing to society's needs. The 4 directives of the SSAP cover biodiversity and high carbon stock. These are the regulatory obligations to maintain wetlands, grasslands, forests, and enhance biodiversity. Production practices. This includes those that enhance the environment as well as those that protect our natural resources while increasing production efficiency. Public and labor health and welfare. We have a number of regulations and laws that provide for the protection of the public and workers. So this is where we cover things like fair labor standards, equal employment opportunity, abolition of forced labor, and Clean Water Act laws. Finally, continuous improvement. Sustainability is not a result, it is a process. Each year, farmers work harder to be more efficient and environmentally sound. Along those lines, we've established some continuous improvement goals that I'll discuss in a few slides. There are several key metrics that help convey the story of U.S. soy sustainability. This slide shows several of the sustainable practices used by U.S. soybean farmers as they're continually working to improve their sustainability for the future. From this chart, produced from the Field to Market National Indicators Report, you can see that there have been continuous gains made by the soybean industry in the U.S. Every 5-year period, there was improvement, with the exception of the 5-year period from 2011 to 2015 related to irrigation water use. There are a number of factors at play related to irrigation water use. One is the 2012 drought, in which there was more irrigation used than normal. The Field to Market National Indicators Report is released every 5 years. We expect the 2020 version to be released in late fall of this year, which will provide us an update of how we are tracking, and we expect to see the same trends continuing.